So today we're going to take a look at the Itiwit 3 from Decathlon.
This is our main boat for going wild camping with. We've owned it for about 18 months now.
So without further ado, let's get it out and take a look. Don't be rude.
So the first thing you'll notice about this boat is it comes with its own rucksack. It weighs 17 kilograms.
Yep, so nice and easy to get down to the water's front. So right out of the bag you get the boat, 3 seats, 3 keels or skegs depending on your preference, instruction and maintenance manual, and a repair kit with like patches for the base, the top, instructions I presume in there, not needed that yet. So you can't get much simpler with this model. You've got 3 chambers. You've got 1, 2 for the sides and 3 the floor. So as we said, this boat contains 3 main chambers. Each chamber wants to be inflated to 1.5 psi, which is where a pump with a pressure gauge like this comes in. Well, it's pretty essential, to be honest. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3 seats. Each one of those needs inflating to the same PSI, which is 1.5, so easy to remember. The whole boat, everything is 1.5 PSI. Now if you look on the floor, you'll notice diagrams. If you're using it as a 3-seater, where the 3 seats are highlighted rather than the 2, you put number 1 seat there, number 2 seat there, and number 3 seat there. If you're only using it as a 2-seater, 1 goes there, picture of 2 seats, and the other seat goes there. So my lovely assistant Zoe will put them in now.
It's nice and easy because you've got a nice long velcro strip all the way down, and then you've got velcro patches on the edge of the seat. So you just put it where you want it and then push it down, and then obviously you've got your straps that go through here.
So there we have it, all assembled, 1, 2, 3 seats. I mean, there's plenty of leg room in all fairness. The whole boat is 382 centimetres long and 108 centimetres wide. So we'll just remove one of the seats now and show you what it's like with just 2. So there it is with 2. You've got bags and bags of room when it's used as a 2-man. Lots of leg room and space in the rear for wild camping kit. I mean, we've used this on a couple of wild camps now, and that space is very handy in the rear. Now when people think of inflatables, they don't think of durability. It's not like that these days. These boats are very tough. You've got like a Cordura sort of material, so that is like a plastic backed canvas, very heavy duty material. You've got a zip down either side. Now inside each of those is a air chamber, so it's removable, so if you ever did get a puncture, you literally unzip that, take the tube out, repair it and put it back inside its protective sleeve, so to speak. The floor is exactly the same. The whole floor unstraps and lifts out, and then you can pull the chamber out of that, so that is completely encased in the same sort of material. So as you can see the weave in that. It is very tough material. Moving on to the base of the boat. Now the only way I can describe the base of this is if you've ever felt a lorry with a curtain side, like a heavy duty curtain side lorry, that is the type of material that is used. So it's very durable, but this layer doesn't go directly through to anything inflatable. You've got this layer, then you've got a layer of the tough plastic backed Cordura sort of canvas type material, and then your PVC air chambers are inside that, so you've got at least 2 layers of heavy duty protection before you even get to anything inflatable. So as I mentioned, the floor is also removable. You've got 3 Velcro restraining straps down either side, and then the whole floor section literally comes out like that, so if you have any issues with any part of it, you can take the internal chamber out, fix or replace as necessary, put it back in the coating. So on the floor you've got that heavy duty reinforced material like on curtain sided lorries, then you've also got thick canvas plastic backed protective cover, and then you've also got the air chamber inside, so you've got a few layers of protection there for the chambers. You've got a drain plug at the rear, so if you are going in the sea or white water or anything, have that open. Any excess water will drain out of there, or if you manage to get loads of water inside, when you get out, pull that open, tip the boat up, and everything will run out of there.
As Gareth mentioned, there's 3 keels. There's 1 at the front and then 2 at the back.
Yep, these have got a retaining clip, so that locks that in fully. When you want to take the boat out, like that, which is especially handy if you've got a kit loaded boat and you want to put it down on the grass but you don't want to risk snapping these. It's nice that you can slide them in and out. I know a lot of the Sevalors are fixed in, so you have to literally deflate the boat to remove them, which is no good when you want to put the boat down with a lot of heavy stuff inside. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Sevalor, check that you can remove them when it's inflated, because that is a very handy feature to have, being able to remove those when the boat is inflated.
And for those that don't know, the reason these are important, it's because it keeps you tracking in a straight line in the water.
Yeah, with inflatables you have a very flat bottom, so so when you're paddling, you'll spin in circles if you don't have keels or skegs in the bottom. So yeah, like Zoe said, they just keep you straight and narrow. So 1 at the front, 2 at the back.
Just to show you what kinds of leg room we get, my lovely assistant is in there. Gareth's 5'10", and as you can see he's got plenty of room to stretch out his legs.
Yeah, loads of room in here. Boat comes with a 2-year warranty from Decathlon. Hopefully you won't need that 2-year warranty, but it's nice to know that it's there in case you get any issues with seams or stitching or anything like that. But we've had no issues. It's been absolutely perfect, and it's very, very durable boat. As you can see, if I punch the sides here, it's solid. It's a lovely, lovely boat. So there's Zoe sat in the boat. She's like 3 foot. So
I'm not. I'm 5'5", but my feet don't go all the way in. Which is really good, because I normally put some little bags and containers. Sometimes we put our camera equipment in dry bags under there, which is quite good because there's actually a lot of room in this section here.
You've also got elastic webbing at the back there. We quite often use that to put the pump, so obviously when you go out, take your pump with you in case you get any issues or you need to inflate, deflate as necessary. Yeah, just pump goes under there, or whatever you want really, bags. The valves have been ultra reliable. As you can see, we've just blown it up and left the end caps off. Nothing leaks out of those. You've also got a cover, like Zoe just mentioned, at the rear where you can put bags and things under there. So it's yeah, it's nice. All the stitching and everything seems really, really good on it. So as we mentioned earlier, the side chambers and the floor are fully removable if you need to do any repairs. They're fully encapsulated for protection. Sounds like a condom advert. But the seats are also the same, so they've also got a separate air chamber inside. You can just see some of it there. So if you get any problems with those, deflate them, take the chamber out, repair them, and then put them back inside the covers. But they're nice seats, nice back support. Obviously fully adjustable with the straps, easy to remove. It's comfortable. We've sat in it a good few hours paddling, had no back issues whatsoever, and it glides through the water and tracks really well for an inflatable. So one of the air chambers there for you to have a look at. So if you ever did get a problem that you couldn't fix yourself, you just order a new one of those from Decathlon, unzip it, pop it in, job's a good one. Nice and simple. So something to also mention is you have 4 handles. You have one at the front, one at the rear, and 2 at the side. The whole weight of the boat will be supported on any one of these handles. I've picked it up numerous times with just the side handle and carried it. Been absolutely fine. Right, so you'll notice you have to buy paddles extra. We chose canoe paddles because that's the paddling method we prefer. We prefer to canoe rather than to kayak. Anyone wondering the difference is, if you're canoeing, you're using single-ended paddles. If you're kayaking, you've got a double-ended paddle. Choice is completely up to you. Decathlon name it as a kayak. To be honest, it fits more of a definition of a canoe because it's an open top vessel, but like I say, the definition is dependent on the way you paddle. So if you've got canoe paddles, you're canoeing. If you've got a kayak paddle, you're kayaking basically. So if you've ever wondered the difference, but we, like we say, we just prefer that paddling method. You get a lot less wet, to be fair. When you're using a kayak paddle, you get a lot of dripping inside. If you paddle, especially if your paddle's too short. If there's 2 of you, definitely suggest canoe paddles. Stay a lot drier, like I say, in the boat. You get less drippage. It's nicer, it's more relaxing, I find it. But if you're going solo, you're going to need a kayak paddle because you can't do a J-stroke in one. Well, you can do a J-stroke in one of these, but it's very, very hard work.
So in regards to maintenance and after sales care, all the parts of this canoe or kayak are actually available at Decathlon. So you can buy the chambers and you can buy the seats. There's pretty much everything you can buy there. So you can...
Yeah, the replacement bladders for the side chambers and floor and seats are all available from their site. So if you do get a major catastrophe and rip one totally open, it's beyond repair, you just go along or go online, order a replacement part, unzip it, put the new one in, and away you go. So that's the Itiwit 3 from Decathlon.
If you're interested in buying one of these, they're about £300 on the website at the moment.
Yep, like we say, you get the boat, 3 seats, puncture repair kit, the rucksack to carry it in, and the keels. You will need to buy a pump extra with a pressure gauge. That's around £20. You'll need 2 paddles if there's 2 of you, and obviously life jackets and any appropriate licenses for your local waterways and what have you. But yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic for us. Like we said, we've owned it over 18 months now. We've been out numerous times, a couple of wild camps which we'll link in the description if you're interested. It's been absolutely perfect, and not only that, it's easy to store at home and put in. We sling the boats in the boot of the car, go out for the day, no issues. You don't have to lug a heavy boat around, put it on the roof and find places to store it. You just sling it in the boot of your car, you're out. Easy, simple, reliable. We love them. So I hope you found this video useful.
And thank you for watching.
See you on the next one.